my youngest is going to have leftover pasta with cheese for breakfast, and my other one, she's probably going to make herself some toast if she gets up enough before exams. They're not usually big breakfast eaters, but they'll be home for lunch anyway, so actually before lunch they'll be home about 11. So how I usually do bacon is I take the bacon and I put it on a cookie sheet. Right now it's on a split pan sheet on a cookie sheet, and then I put it in the oven for 350 until it's done. If you're feeding a family and you want bacon to be ready at the same time as eggs and toast and all that stuff, that's one way I found that usually works. And my husband really likes bacon, so I'm going to do 2 pans of this, as he likes to have a lot of bacon, and give the man his bacon. He's been asking for it all week, and I couldn't find any, and then I found some, so I'm going to give him probably about half of this tray, and then I'm going to do another tray and some, and so we'll have probably for bacon sandwiches, and we'll probably have leftovers. He just likes to have probably about 5 or 6 pieces of bacon, and it depends on how it shrinks too. Different brands have more fat than others, and I never can tell, and sometimes they're really thin, so they really shrivel up quickly, so you can never have too much bacon. And if we don't eat all the bacon, it easily can be put in a bag in the fridge, or made into bacon crisp crumbs for salads and stuff. Here is the cooked bacon. It's nice and crispy, and the other pan is a little bit more floppy, so I'm putting it in the oven some more. So I'm going to take out the bacon and put it on some newspaper on a plate, and then I'm going to drain the bacon grease and put that in my bacon grease jar. I might need to have a second one going. I use the bacon grease when I fry up potatoes, usually like for hash browns and stuff, or if I am making like peas and rice. And bacon, I put a little bit of bacon and use the more bacon grease to pan fry the onions and stuff like that, so it stretches the bacon flavor, especially when I can't find bacon, or LOL. And that's it. So with lunch tonight, not tonight, today, I'm going to make a Caesar salad. So that's just a bowl of lettuce, and then I'm going to use this Renee Mighty Caesar dressing, pour some on. It's quite thick. So, there we go. And since I had made, there's some bacon that I had made, I'm going to break some pieces of bacon. I'll put that in there. There, and I put some bacon. That's about 4, maybe, yeah, about 4 pieces of bacon. And I'm just going to stir this up, and that will be our lunch. Everybody's home now. So my husband's home sick. He has a sinus infection, so he's been home this week, and so he's kind of just resting up. So we're gonna have some salad, some Caesar salad, and then that bit of smorgasbord I showed you I got from the freezer. We will be having first for lunch. So this is lunch: some burritos, Jamaican patty, some chicken fingers, and the Caesar salad. Hi, right now I'm starting to make supper, and I'm using that pork loin roast that was already cooked in the freezer that I found. I'm going to use that up and make a Szechuan pork dish with some rice. I'll show you what I have going on. I'm going to show you in the rice cooker. There's the rice going. I've chopped up the pork roast into cubes. I tasted a piece and it's perfectly fine. It's quite tasty. I only season my pork usually with salt, pepper, garlic, so I can add this Szechuan sauce to it. I'm going to add that in there with a can of baby corn. So here's the baby corn. They're like this in this can. And I paid $1.25. So all I do is I cut it up into pieces, so they're bite-sized pieces. And I put the water in here, and I'm going to add the sauce. Put the sauce out. I love having these type of sauces on hand for those times that, like today, when I'm using something that was already cooked, and it might be a bit dry, to have a sauce already made, so I don't have to necessarily have to chop and make the sauce from scratch, which I can do if I have all the ingredients. But since I'm just winging it and trying to use up what I have on hand, that is what I am doing. There we go. Gonna stir that up. And I'll heat this up. And see if I need another sauce. I do have another one. I think so. I'll get another one. There, and I'll put the other one in. And we're just going to have this over rice. And if anybody else is still hungry, because I don't think that there'll be leftovers of this, as there doesn't seem to be too much meat, there is leftover pasta and sauce in the fridge, as well as there's always some bread and peanut butter, and I think there's still some containers of some other leftovers in the fridge too. There we go. So here is the plate with the rice on it, and here is the pork with the baby corn that I'm dishing up with the sauce. There we go. And that's going to be for supper. And if anybody else is hungry, there's leftover pasta and some soup in the fridge and a couple bean burritos. So, it's all good.